What's up everybody, welcome to Critical Mass Reviews. Today we're going to be opening up one of the Monsters Raid Again booster box sets for the Godzilla card game. Just got it in, very excited to get it opened. And wanted to make a video yesterday. I got 2 of set 1 in. Unfortunately, my son was being a bit grumpy and would not allow me to make that video, which is fine. I ended up just opening it on my own anyway. Took a bunch of pictures and just made a short video of everything that I pulled. So, or at least everything that was like rare, parallel, SR, or SP. Cool, so let's get into it. Awesome. Alright, so pack 1. Oh. Alright, we got Shin Godzilla second form, a Megalon, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla being probably one of my favorite Godzilla villains. Joint Struggle. This is from the G-Fest short film. I think it's when they took on King Ghidorah. Oh yeah, because they were fighting each other before that. Hell yeah, a rare Space Godzilla. A parallel for second form Shin, and a holo for Invasion of Astro Monster. My kid's playing with a Xbox controller. Just kind of beating it up, which is funny. Interception Operation. I think this is from versus Biollante. A King Caesar from Final Wars. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Speaking of Space Godzilla, I know that the overall design is heavily based on the concept art or overall design for Super Godzilla from the SNES game. My only hope is that at some point there is a company that makes a video game accurate version of that design as a figure. I know Super 7 just released images for their Space Godzilla repaint. I was kind of disappointed, only because I knew with their owning of the rights or the license that they would be coming out with probably some interesting things that hadn't been seen before. But then they just repainted Space Godzilla instead of retooling the design overall, which I mean, like money-wise, I understand, but yeah, I am very much looking forward to the eventuality of getting a true Super Godzilla figure. Got Little Godzilla. So cute. The rare for, I guess it's Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, but it's a Mecha King Ghidorah image. Right there. The parallel for Anguirus from Godzilla Final Wars. And Godzilla's Revenge poster rage card. A movie where all of the monster anythings that go on inside the mind of a child. I mean, overall, it's not really a terrible movie in terms of, I guess, the main theme of, like, standing up for yourself. and dealing with, you know, whether it's bullies or life's many obstacles. So we got King Ghidorah, 1964. Whoops, not down there. Dorat. Biollante plant beast form, which is probably has my favorite monster roar out of almost all of the other monsters, outside of like Titanosaurus and Hedorah. Those are pretty unique. A Super X3. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so I got the Godzilla 1999 or Millennium Godzilla SR, which is fantastic. I was really hoping to get that. The parallel for third form, Shin Godzilla, and the Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah poster Rage. Hell yeah, very happy about that. The pulls that I got from the 2 boxes yesterday were pretty awesome too. If you haven't seen that short, check it out. I know I've got it on the channel and Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, I definitely, what was it? One was a Japanese box for set 1 and the other was the English edition. Out of the Japanese set, I got the Burning Godzilla SP, and then the English set, I got the Destroya SP, which I thought was pretty cool given this year's anniversary and all of that. He's trying to talk to me. He's only a little over 8 months old, and he's increasingly more vocal, which is good. I'm actually ready to get him to start talking. Alright, so out of the next one, our first card is probably the funniest one that I've seen get pulled. There is no danger of the creature coming ashore. The Prime Minister assures the whole nation that, you know, surely Godzilla will be crushed under his own weight. And then immediately after, he comes ashore and starts wrecking the city. We've got Godzilla 1969 beating down Gavra. We've got Biollante Rose form. There's definitely something shiny back there. Second Biollante Rose form, uncommon. Yes, okay, I was really hoping to get this SR as well. My child is messing with the table. Hey, cut that out. Yeah, this Mothra SR is freaking awesome. I've seen it get pulled, and yeah, a lot of the SRs and SPs are really, like, seeing those get pulled are really what got me into collecting these. I mean, I probably would have anyway, but yeah, that is too cool. We're doing really good. Well, really good for me so far. Parallel for bite attack for Anguirus, always getting beat on. And then the Chibi, which I don't really know anything about the Chibi stuff for Godzilla, but some kind of movie poster for that, seemingly. We've got a Mogera from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla from, you guessed it, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Alright, we've got a Destructive Impulse. It's one of the Chibi cards. A Gaidan 1972. I think this is uncommon. Actually, one of my favorite movies outside of the, well, from the Showa era. Outside of the Godzilla and Anguirus, like, talking bit. I don't know. Even as a kid, I always thought it was kind of weird, and it kind of put me out of it. We've got a rare, I think. Yeah. a rare Anguirus from Final War. I feel like I either got a rare or I got a parallel for it. It was probably a parallel, but I'll check again later. I've got the Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla parallel. Oh, nice. And then I pulled this box's SP, which is the Frozen fourth form Shin Godzilla. That is pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, I've really been enjoying the specialty cards a lot. Excellent. Alright, got it all sleeved, but kept out our SP and our two SRs. This is the last pack from the left side, which is pretty much where we've been getting all of our hits, which is interesting. That's something I noticed with the previous two boxes. I think I remember hearing somebody else who was opening some packs suggest that all of the big hits are over on the left side. Alright, so we've got Minya. Chibi Mothra. Space Godzilla's Crystals. Godzillasaurus. What he is in the Heisei era before becoming irradiated and, becoming Godzilla. The rare for Biollante Plant Beast form. Very cool. The parallel for Biollante Rose form. And the normal Astro Monster Rage card. First pack of the right side. Oh, that one actually tore. Really nice. We've got the modified Mazer. Oh, that's cool. I don't know that I've seen this one yet. Godzilla 1993. It's a really good image. Chibi Mechagodzilla. Again, I don't really know anything about the Chibi stuff. The uncommon Space Godzilla. That's a really cool image as well. The SR for -1 Godzilla. The parallel for Gabra. Minya's Monster Bully. And the Shin Godzilla Rage. Awesome. And with her third SR being found, I think it's safe to assume that that's pretty much it for the hits. Well, outside of anything that's not like rare or parallel. I don't know, unless we get some kind of surprise out of these, but I think that's usually how it goes. Alright, we got Baby Godzilla from Mechagodzilla 2. The Common Gabra. Or maybe it's Uncommon. I don't know, I can't see. I should probably get glasses, but I just haven't. Biollante's Tentacles. Rodan from Godzilla Final Wars. The rare Mecha King Ghidorah. Pretty cool. The parallel for Godzilla 1969, putting the beat down on Gabra. Yes, and the Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla poster Rage. This and Biollante being my two favorite posters from the Heisei era. Next, oh, come on. There we go. Starting off with another Chibi Godzilla Destructive Impulse. That guy. A Gigan 1972. Flying. I kind of wish they did it with his arms, like, raised, his claws raised to his face, but, yeah, whatever. Still cool. More tentacles. The giant unknown creature. It can't be a creature. The water's boiling. There's nothing that could survive those temperatures. Oh, hey, look. It actually happens to be a giant monster in there. But, you know, whatever. It was impossible, right? Godzilla 1994 with Little Godzilla. Awesome picture. The rare for the Operation Yoshiori conductorless train bombers. Which I think there's another version of this. Or maybe it's the, I don't know if maybe it's the same card, but with a different image. And then the parallel for the crystals, with no rage card. Interesting. Well, put in the rares and parallels up here. Yeah, luckily I think I'll have that binder today, which will be good because of all the cards that I pulled from both of the boxes yesterday, and some of them being duplicates, but I kind of decided that, you know, I mean, I didn't mean to get the Japanese edition, but, I mean, not that I mind, really, but because I have them, I made the decision that any cards that I have duplicates of in the Japanese version, I'm just gonna keep those too, so. Gigan from Godzilla Final Wars. Another Bite Attack, the normal card. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about, this conductorless train bombers from Shin Godzilla. The Bloody Chainsaw, Gigan's modified form, which is actually really cool. I enjoyed that a lot when I saw that they had done it. I have the rare for the Frozen Shin Godzilla 4th form. Ooh, yes, the parallel for Space Godzilla. Love that. Any of the foil Space Godzillas I'm all about. And the Godzilla vs. Gigan poster rage card. Down to 2 packs left. And then in the next few days, I have even more boxes coming, so. But like I said, I'll probably, I don't know, unless I'm feeling a bit overzealous about the pulls. Well, and I usually am, but I'll probably still just stick to 1 box opening a day. Mostly just to also give myself content, I guess. I don't have, like, a whole lot of emergent things outside of that, generally the things that I order. But, a heads up for Q2 of next year, I did pre-order the Spiral Studios Burning Godzilla, the Deluxe. I didn't get the one with the Steam. Seemed kind of cool, but I don't know, I didn't really feel the need to pay the extra money for that. I do have the Deluxe version with the LED lights, though, coming in. I do fully intend to do a full-on video review for that, and a few other figures and stuff before then, but yeah, I definitely wanted to let everybody know that that was coming. I am ridiculously excited for that. But anyway, yeah, so the normal Space Godzilla, the 3rd form Shin Godzilla, Gigan 1972, the non-flying. King Ghidorah 1964. Oh my god, okay. So, but this is a card that I've really been hoping to land. I believe this is the SR for Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, and it is frickin' awesome. Like, the way they have the selective foiling, especially in the... I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but in those, like, lightning bits... Yeah, that's, I'm sleeving that immediately. Like, it's not an SP, I know it's not, like, the rarest card that there is out there, but this is probably my favorite out of all the ones that I've seen. This and that SR -1, with the glowing plates, like, I really hope I get that too, but holy crap. Yeah, I'm so happy right now. That's awesome. A parallel Dorat, and a Godzilla Raids Again Rage Threat card. Oh, actually, and the, there's a SR Shin Godzilla, where he is shooting his beam. Also a huge fan of that. Alright, well, that was crazy. I kind of thought we were done at the 3 SRs, but then magic occurred. And then this is the last pack, so if there's any crazier magic to go down, it'll be in this pack. There's no guarantee at all of that. If anything, this one's going to be pretty normed up. Alright, so we got Violante Rose Form on fire, because Godzilla Blaster. The King Ghidorah 1965 from Invasion of Astro Monster. The Chibi second form Shin Godzilla. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't like, I mean, the thing in itself is cute, but I'm not a huge fan of this particular chibi look. Just because, like, you can do a chibi design for a character and it not look drastically, like, far from what the actual character looks like, so, but I mean, that's just me. The Space Godzilla Flying Form, which is a really cool card. I don't know if they have an SR or greater, but if they do, that'd be pretty sweet. Oh, the Cabinet Helicopter. Yeah. Yeah. All of their, like, main heads of government died, which was wild. And then they're like, alright, well now we have to, like, shoehorn some dudes in, just so we can, like, have a functioning government, and try to come up with a plan for Godzilla. Whilst also, like, trying to not get nuked again by the US. We have the rare, yep, for Godzilla 2000, which this is the moment where he blasts Orga to holy hell. It's a really cool scene. Oh, and then, what, a parallel? Yeah, a parallel for second form Shin. Actually, in the moments that he comes ashore and attacks the city. Very disturbing look. I know there's some people that absolutely hate this design. I don't mind it in the sense that, you know, he does change, he does evolve into something that's more Godzilla-esque. But I definitely don't mind this as a starting point. It's very creepy looking, and I think, you know, plays itself well to the overall feel of that incarnation of Godzilla. And no rage card with that, so cool. That was my third box, but first for the, what's it called again? Monster Counterattack G? I don't know, I already tossed the box. But anyway, sweet. Thanks for joining me. These are all the good things that we got. Starting off, I'll show them one more time. with the SP Frozen 4th Form Shin Godzilla. The SR-1, which I will say, like, I do wish that the image on this card was a bit brighter. The SR Mothra from Tokyo SOS. Really awesome looking card. The SR for Godzilla 1999, or from Godzilla Millennium. And then, what's easily my personal favorite pull out of this is the SR poster, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Yeah, that is so cool. Alright, cool. Anyway, thanks again for joining me. Like I said, I think tomorrow, what's today? Tuesday. So, I think over the next 3 days is when I have quite a few more booster boxes coming in, and so we will get around to doing more openings. But yeah, cool. Peace out, guys. I will catch you at the next one.